3, 4.
Welcome to Wallingford, Seattle, and the first episode of 40 People, 40 Days. I'm Jenny Pell, and this is the first weekend of our 9-month Urban Permaculture Design and Hands-on Skills Intensive, exploring a whole new approach to permaculture education. We'll be building diverse skill sets, stepping into new roles as innovators and stewards of our resilient city, and creating thriving local economies. We're jumping hands first into the implementation and everyday practice of permaculture. Join us on this journey of 40 people, 40 days, and learn alongside our students as we design a village in the city. So here we are in my backyard in Wallingford, and it's day one of our Urban Permaculture Design Course. And right now the students are doing several different projects. We're sheet mulching, so we're preparing beds to grow vegetables, and getting the microorganisms in the soil sort of kick-started by putting in manures and blocking out the grass. And we're going to cover that up for a month until we plant it. Take the fork and get it in there, and then if you can if it's soft enough, get it a little deeper and just give it a wiggle. We just put down the compost layer with the manures and the stuff out of the green cone. We aerated the soil, and now we're gonna water it really well so that all this juicy stuff goes down into the soil.
So why are we putting the cardboard on top of the dirt?
Well, this is gonna block out the sunlight so the grass won't grow anymore. This just decomposes really fast. Okay, so the dirt is going to cover up the cardboard, and then it'll help the cardboard to decompose. And then when we come back next month, this will be almost ready to plant. We'll be planting into this next month. Both times.
Both times.
We had a pile of aged horse manure or aged cow manure. Okay, that looks terrific, you guys. Okay, so let's do it again over here. Next.
I reference the Maritime Guide, which says that what you want to start indoors at this time is broccoli and cabbage, celery, chives, leeks, lettuce you can definitely do in trays, parsley, and peppers and tomatoes. Let's sort these into what needs direct sowing and what we'll be putting in the transplant trays. What she sorted out over here was celery, basil, and tomatoes for indoors. And we've got arugula and lettuce that could go kind of either or. Mycelia are fungi that work symbiotically with the roots of the plants. There are some really cool studies done even by 10-year-olds that show that seeds that are planted with mycorrhizal, it's called inoculant, grow much bigger, much faster, and much healthier, and are more resistant to disease. What's in here is a mix of this loamy topsoil blend we've got that's got sand in it already, which is nice, and some bark and some manure. So what I'm doing here is making sure that there'll be room for the water to drain out as we water these seedlings in here. Yeah. Here we've got baby cabbage. They're called pixie. They only get that big, so just a palm-sized little head. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warn them from below till the rains come tumbling down. Alex's team just built a cold frame out front, so we're going to take these ones out there so they'll stay warm under that. All right. Yeah, it's basically a little greenhouse. Well insulated with the straw bales, and it's got the glass to catch the sun. This actually is like double paned insulated glass, which is why it's so heavy. But the radiative heating of the sun's going to be enough, and it's not that cold now anyways. Good work, everybody. We've got a lot of seeds planted today.
Today we're going to be doing a hugelkultur bed. So hugelkultur is essentially burying wood and debris in hopes that it will decompose and compost fast, and then feed your soil, and then feed whatever you grow on top of it. It also is hopefully and theoretically there's no need for irrigation because the wood maintains the moisture, and then we'll feed it through the soil and feed it into your plants. It's permaculture mimicking nature at its best. So right now we're just digging down. I think we're gonna dig down like 6 or 8 inches depending on how the soil is and get down to a hard pan or the mineral dirt. And we're putting it all in the tarp.
Hey Patrick, how's it
Hey, good, how are you doing, Jenny?
Good.
Good.
This looks awesome.
Looks great, yeah. So, yeah, right now I think we're kind of at our point where we're hitting hard pan right now, so I think we're gonna stop. We are going to soak the wood before we put the sod on. So this isn't gas and we're not having a bonfire. And now we're able to see where the water's moving and how to redirect that water, what we should do with our soil, what we should do when we add our soil and our sod on top. Okay, now we're adding the sod to the outside of the wood. We're gonna put it root side up, grass side down, and kind of work it into the cracks a little bit. Before the sod is angled, on the edge of this bed is angled into the street. So the water was just sheeting and running off into the storm drain and eventually into the Puget Sound and Lake Union. We put in sand and rocks to hopefully permeate some more of this water and allow the water to stay in this landscape. Right now we're creating the form and we're putting the soil back on, the soil that we removed on our first step. You can see here, do you see this nice worm that came out of the soil? So we're doing something there. Well, Alex is cutting these sticks, and we're going to be using those as the support on the outside and sort of some of the structure to maintain the shape. So we'll cut those and we'll lay those out and then sort of weave other sticks and branches through. Right now would be a great time to cover crop this and just throw a bunch of different, like a mixed seed on. So this was the process of hugelkultur. And again, this is a little bit different of a design that, that we would have normally done, but this is how we chose it. And I think they look pretty good.
Transforming our neighborhoods is easier than you think. It really can be as simple as planting a garden, working with friends and neighbors, and sharing harvests. But it's much more than urban homesteading. It's creating jobs and starting small cottage industries, partnering with our cities for enduring solutions at the neighborhood scale. Thanks for watching, and we really hope you'll come back for 8 more episodes as we grow, build, and eat our way through 3 full seasons of urban permaculture.
I'm free, so please don't bother me.